Hey guys, this is Kyle from Elite RC Forums here again. Today I'm bringing you a review of the Kyosho rb6 in the mid-motor configuration. I can't really do a review on the rear motor configuration because I do not run rear motor in this car, so I don't really know how it would handle versus this, so I can't do a comparison on that or anything. So just to start off here, you kind of get an overview of the car. The anodizing on this is very good. You can see there. I've ran this car for about 10 to 12 battery packs, and you can see there that the anodizing on it is still very much intact. So, let's just start off with what we got going on here. We have the Kyosho body on here that is actually pretty nice. Has a nice sleek, like on the MP9. The sides and everything are pretty flat, and there's not a whole lot of hard lines. I did put out some holes there and there, and up at the front. The front ones are messy. Don't look at them. In the rear, to just add some more airflow and air escape in the mid motor, as the motor doesn't get a whole lot of cooling because the body does kind of block it, as you can see. And so the motor sits right back here. It doesn't get a whole lot of air cooling, so I decided I would help it out a little bit. On my old body, I cut out the rear of it, this rear tray, and it did the job. The motor barely even got warm, which was awesome, but it didn't really it seemed to weaken the body a little bit. Not bad, but a little bit. So, whatever. It's kind of your own opinion here. The Kyosho does come stock with 12mm shocks all the way around that are the velvet coated shocks. They're extremely smooth. Kyosho is known for their shocks as being extremely smooth and all of that good stuff. Durability wise, I have no complaints about this car. This car, in my opinion, is fantastic when it comes to durability. Most two-wheel drive buggies aren't that bad, unless you hit a wall. But, full speed going down the straight or something. I do have the J Concepts battery brace in here, the carbon fiber battery brace, as you can see there. I tried to centralize all of my electronics. So here's my transponder, or my receiver mount right here. I have my ESC down in the center. Battery goes right here. I can either run this little foam in here is for when I run shorties. I'll put it all the way back as far as I possibly can. Have my wiring going along the side, and I'll put my transponder over on this side just to kind of even out the weight as much as possible. Also on the bottom, I have the screw out of there on both sides, and I have the 3 screws out of the side guards. So the front two are the only ones, the front two and the rear one are the only ones holding it in. This is recommended by Kyosho if you need more flex. Now for OCRC, it is a kind of a loose track because as it is like half dirt, half clay, so it's kind of a mixture of both. So you got to get as much flex as you can to get as much traction as you can. The car does come stock with 12mm hexes. The aluminum clamping ones on the rear and the front, steel type hex. They're a little bit smaller of a hex, but they do the job. So as you can see there, then there's the clamping 12mm on the rear. There are a few upgrades for this, like you can get aluminum back piece and everything. Kind of stiffens up the car a little bit for what I'm doing though. I don't want the car stiff, so I just kept it plastic and everything. Or it's actually a pretty durable plastic, man. Even with this, I can still hardly flex the car. It's been a really good car though. I don't really have any complaints on it here. For me, I didn't drive the Centro. I wanted to. I didn't drive the B5M yet. My brother just got a B5M, so I'll be able to do a review on that here pretty soon, and gonna give you guys a comparison video of these two later in the future. So yeah, that'll be a pretty cool thing. Let's see here. Let's see. It was a really easy build in my opinion. Everything went together flawlessly, as most Kyosho stuff does. The drivetrain on it wears really well. You know, after 10 to 12 packs, these dog bones and outdrives almost show no sign of wear, as you can see right in there. The steering rack assembly is really good on this. Now, I know that there is a brand who makes a upgraded steering rack that is aluminum. It might be a little bit better for, you know, durability wise and longevity wise, but I mean, it's a 10-scale two-door buggy. It's not going under extreme torques like an 8-scale buggy would, you know. Other than that, guys, there's not a whole lot to say about it. Price is another thing. It is a little expensive compared to something like a B5M or a Centro, or like the Skumhire, or just the, you know, all the top two-wheel drive buggies out there. You know, the X-Ray and all that. They're all those other brands, just like an 8-scale, are all real close to each other. The TLR and everything. And this is priced a little bit high. All the other ones are about $280. This is now like $450 about. So it's a little bit expensive, but it is Kyosho. Like I said, I think it has something to do with the yen conversion and everything. But when you buy, you know, you're buying Kyosho quality. You're not buying, you know, just some crappy deal here. You know, I've been really impressed with this buggy. Otherwise, you know, like I said, I have no complaints with it. It's done what I want it to do. One thing I do recommend for you guys is if you guys are on a track with big jumps, that isn't the standard like two-wheel drive buggy type of track, if it's more equated to 8-scale or 10-scale short course or something like that, where they have a lot bigger jumps. The stock shock ends hold the arms almost level like that. You guys can see that there. It almost holds it like that. I put the longer ones on that are on the rear. I did that to just give it a little bit more droop, and it does help. When it goes in for nose landings, it doesn't let it plow in as much. It helps to kind of soak it up and then keep going. So I really liked that that change that I did. Other than that, guys, if you've got any questions on it, don't be afraid to leave it in the comments. Personal message me here. Find me on Elite RC forums, or go into the Kyosho rb6 part of Elite RC forums and post up your questions there. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and don't forget to check out EliteRCboards.net.